She's Mamie. Yeah, she reads to me. She reads a story from a book or two. She's Mamie. Mammy's Corner! Hello, my littles. Welcome to Mammy's Corner, and I'm Mammy. But you already knew that, didn't you? Yes, you did. It is time to do our affirmations. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, let's do this. I am loved. Are you loved? You sure are loved, sweetie. Let's say it again, but louder. Ready? I am loved. That's right. But who loves you? God loves you. Who else loves you? Mammy loves you. And don't you go forgetting that. Let's do the next one. I am good. You can do louder than that. Come on, ready? I am good. Good job. Now for the last one. I am kind. You sure are kind, sweetie. Let's do it one more time. I am kind. Good job. Now, it is time for Mammy to read a book. It is called Monsters University, Monster Inc. Are you ready for that? But first, make sure you get your favorite chair, get all nice and comfy. Maybe get a favorite blanket or a favorite pillow or a favorite stuffed toy that you like, or cuddle with mommy or daddy or your favorite person you want to cuddle with, because they love it when you cuddle with them. I know I like it when you cuddle with Mammy. So, oh, don't forget, take your remote, right? So you have this remote and you hit the arrow down, right? And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. But otherwise, hit that thumbs up and let Mammy know that you like my videos. Because I like it when you watch my videos. And I like it even more when you say your affirmations. Because they're so true. Mammy loves you. All right, you ready? Let's get started.
Monsters University. What? A university for monsters? Oh, how silly. Whoa. Scare games? Oh, man, don't get scared, my littles. When Mike Wazowski was 6 years old, his class took a field trip to Monsters, Inc. Scream energy to power the whole monster world was collected there. Mike secretly followed a scarer through a door into the human world. Uh-oh. He watched as the scarer, see, there he is, as the scarer frightened a child. It was awesome! From that moment on, young Mike dreamed of being a scarer someday. Now, my littles, you know there's no monsters, right? Oh, my stars. This is just pretend. But it's funny. Let's keep going. Years later, Mike's dream led him to the scaring program at Monsters University, which is also MU. Mike was excited. But at his first scaring class, Dean Hardscrabble announced that anyone who failed the final exam would be out of the scaring program. Ooh, they better not fail. After all, not every monster was as scary as the legendary Dean Hardscrabble. Whoa, that's scary. Later, while Mike eagerly answered a question, another student interrupted him with a huge roar. It was James P. Sullivan. Sully for short. Mike was annoyed. He thought the big blue monster was a show-off. What do you think? Do you think he was a show-off? Probably, huh? Mike studied hard all summer. Sully joined a fraternity, Roar, Omega Roar, which is ROR, and had fun. As a result, Mike did well in class. Sully didn't. See, my littles, this is why it's very important that you study in school so that way you get A's and not bad grades. All right, let's continue. By final exam, Mike and Sully didn't like each other at all. They got into a roaring face-off right before the test. That led to Sully knocking over Dean Hardscrabble's prize scream can and destroying it. Oh, no. They went, yikes! What's going to happen? Let's find out. As punishment, Dean Hardscrabble gave Mike and Sully their final exam on the spot, and she failed them. That's not good. Although they were allowed to stay at Monsters University, they had to leave the scaring program. The roars kicked Sully out of their fraternity too. Oh no. Now what's going to happen? Oh my goodness, let's find out. Mike wouldn't give up his dream. The next semester he joined the Oozma Kappa, fraternity in order to enter the Scare Games, a week-long competition that would determine the scariest monsters on campus. Roar. Can you scream? Roar. I bet you did good. Oh my goodness. Then he made a deal with Dean Hardscrabble. If the OK fraternity won, they would all be allowed into the scaring program. She agreed. But if the OKs lost, Mike had to leave MU. Sully wanted in on the deal and joined the OKs too. Mike was furious. Would you be furious and upset too? I know Mammy would. The OKs welcomed Mike and Sully to their fraternity house. They were excited about entering the Scare Games. Unfortunately, the OKs were friendly, cute, and cuddly. They definitely did not look like scarers. What do you think? Yeah, I don't think so either, but let's continue reading. During the first event, the Toxie City Challenge, Mike and Sully were so busy competing with each other that they left their team behind. The OKs were almost eliminated. The next event, Avoid the Parent, was held in the school library. They came close to losing the event when Sully fell off a ladder, but the rest of the OKs worked together and got the team flag. Whoa, what's going to happen? With Mike and Sully challenging each other and leaving the team behind, do you think that's nice? No, that's not nice, is it? The OKs were happy, and they actually got invited to a mid-games party at the ROR fraternity house. The RORs pretended to be friendly until they dumped rainbow-colored paint, confetti, and flowers on the OKs, making them look cuter than ever. Real scares look like us, not like you, teased the leader of the RORs. Oh, man. What do you think? The OKs are ready to give up, but Mike sneaked them into Monsters, Inc. for some inspiration. See what they all have in common? Asked Mike as they watched the scares at work. Not really, a pink monster named Squishy answered. Exactly, exclaimed Mike. Now the OKs could see that scares came in all shapes and sizes, and Mike and Sully realized they had to start working as a team. That's right, as a team. Smart, right? Do you work as a team at home? We'll discuss that later. Mike started training the OKs every day. He was a great coach. The OKs passed the next two Scare Game events. This meant they were going to the finals with the RORs. But the night before the final, Sully was worried. Mike knew everything about scaring, but he just wasn't scary. So Sully gave Mike some last-minute lessons. Mike felt confident, but Sully still had his doubts. Oh no. Littles, what do you think that Sully's gonna do? Ooh, look at that worried look on his face. All right, let's find out. The next day, at the final event, each member of the OKs and RORs had to enter a scare simulator and perform a scare on a robot child. The first 4 OK members did well. But after 4 rounds, they were still far behind the RORs. That meant Mike and Sully would have to get the big scores for the OKs to win. Uh-oh, let's find out. Sully earned a great score. Now it was up to Mike. He gave the most heartfelt roar of his life. The robot child let out an enormous scream. The OKs won the Scare Games! Yay! Later, Mike discovered that Sully had cheated. He had changed Mike's setting on the simulator from hard to easy. Uh-oh. You don't think I'm scary, Mike said to Sully. He felt hurt and let down. And so did the OKs. Mike decided to prove that he really was scary. He sneaked into the Door-Tech lab, powered up a door to the human world, and walked through it. An alarm blared across campus. What Mike was doing was very dangerous. Oh no! What's going to happen to Mike? Oh, littles. Mammy's scared now. Oh my goodness, poor Mike. What's going to happen? Inside the human child's room, Mike crept up to a youngster's bed, leaped up, and roared as loudly as he could. The child sat up in bed and smiled. You're funny, she said. Mike suddenly felt many eyes watching him. He wasn't in a bedroom. He was in a cabin full of campers. Oh, no. Meanwhile, Sully guessed what Mike was up to and ran to the lab. When Sully got inside, Dean Hardscrabble was holding back a crowd. The OKs distracted the guards so that Sully could slip through the door and rescue Mike. Ah, phew. He's going to go get Mike, right? Right? Oh, I hope so. When Sully entered the cabin, it was empty. Then he spotted an open window and suspected that Mike had escaped through it. Oh, what happened? Oh. Sully found Mike sitting by a lake. You were right, Mike told him. They weren't scared of me. You aren't the only failure here, Sully admitted, explaining he had messed things up his entire life. Suddenly, Rangers appeared. There was no time to lose. Mike and Sully raced back to the cabin to return to Monsters University. Did they make it? What do you think? Do you think they made it? Oh, my stars. I'm so nervous. I don't know if I can read on. Do I have to read on? Oh, my stars. Okay, let's go. There was just one problem. Hardscrabble had powered down the door. Mike and Sully were trapped. Oh, then Mike had an idea. If they could really scare the Rangers, they might create enough scream energy to power the door back up. That's a genius idea. Oh my goodness, I am so glad Mike thought of that. Whew. Did they do it? Did they? Oh wait, I have to read. Okay, fine, let's keep reading. When the Rangers entered the cabin, Mike and Sully set up their big scare. They clawed the walls, fluttered the curtains, slammed the door, and toppled over the bunk beds. Did that scare them? I know Mammy's getting scared. Are you getting scared? Oh, hold my hand, please. Hold my hand. Then on Mike's cue, Sully leaped out with a ferocious roar. The Rangers screamed and screamed as a huge blue monster loomed over them. Would you be scared? Oh, Mammy would be. Look at those teeth in those eyes. Oh, and those claws. Oh, my goodness. Mammy's scared. In the lab, Hardscrabble watched in disbelief as Mike and Sully exploded through the door. How did you do this? Hardscrabble asked, amazed. Just then, agents from the Child Detective Agency burst into the room. They led Mike and Sully away. Oh. Because Mike and Sully had broken so many rules, they were kicked out of Monsters University. However, Dean Hardscrabble allowed the rest of the OKs into the scaring program for their great performance in the scare games. Well, that was good. Oh, my goodness. Before Mike and Sully left MU, Mike had seen an ad for mailroom workers at Monsters, Inc. They got the jobs and quickly moved up in the company. After years of hard work, Mike and Sully became the first scare team on Monsters, Inc. At Monsters, Inc. Yeah, coming, Coach? Asked Sully as they walked onto a scare floor their first day on the job. Mike smiled. You bet I am. Mike was finally where he belonged. He was working on a scare floor doing a job he loved with his best friend. It really was a dream come true. Aww. The end.
Was you as scared as Mammy? Oh, my stars. I didn't know if they were going to make it out of the cabin of kids. Did you? Oh, my goodness. Whew, Mammy was scared. But anyway, I hope you liked this story. If you did, take your remote, arrow down, and hit that thumbs up and let Mammy know that you liked the story. Were you scared? Mammy was a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, so this is the end. Thank you so much for watching. Now remember, who loves you? God loves you. That's right. Who else loves you? Mammy loves you. Shh. But Mammy loves you bestest. Until next time, my littles, be good and be kind.